This video is an answer to a question from the series of videos I did recently. You are definitely going to gain one or two things from this video. Hello everyone, my name is Mabel, hence this channel is called Ask Auntie Mabel because on this channel I answer questions regarding various life issues or challenges. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing and joining this family because I know I can assure you, you will definitely gain something from this video and even the other video and everything I do on this channel. And those of you who have subscribed already support me on this channel, thank you very much. Please give this video a thumbs up because I know you will love something here. And also please consider sharing this video with those who you think will benefit from it. This video is an answer to a question from the series of videos I did recently. Firstly, I'm going to tell you the question, followed by the video on which this question was based on, then brief context which this question was asked, then followed by my answers. Sit tight, this is going to be a very interesting one. Right, here is the question. Auntie Mabel, what if I don't have budget for my family because they see abroad people as monthly bank? So your thought, what do you think about that? Do you have friends or family members that treat you like a monthly bank or ATM? Then the video, let me quickly read from my phone. The video on which that question was asked was when the video with the title, Avoid These Money Mistakes or You Will Ruin Your Friends and Friendship. So, and I think the thumbnail for this video was Money Ruins Family and Friendship. So you can see where it's coming from. In that video, I did suggest that we should have a budget for friends and family members. We should include it in our budget. And I think it is really important for those of you who are trying to make a difference and form a good money habit. It's really important to follow what they call the $0 budgeting. I know I haven't really covered budgeting that much on this video. It's just that I started with the questions that were asked and I had to answer the question in a timely manner. So if it is very important, no matter how small your income is, to have a budget, because even if you are not a person of faith, it's always good to give something back to the universe. So even if it's just a charity of your choice or whatever. So this is why it's important to have a budget, no matter how small. And person asking, what if I don't have a budget? Trust me, if you really look at it with that mindset that this gift, this money you actually was given to you, that you earn, I know you work for it, but you are privileged to be in a position to earn that money. There are some people who are not either well enough to earn that money, or they are in a situation in a war zone or whatever the situation is where they can't actually earn money at all. So if you follow with that mindset, you will know you will always be able to budget. It's just that sometimes we have wants. If you look around you, especially in those of us in the Western world, I'm not saying things are not difficult. There are a lot of bills. There's so much out there you have to spend your money on. But if you're really logical, if you really follow a proper budget plan, you will definitely have a certain percent, even if it's just 1% of your income, to budget to give to friends or family members or to spend on their Christmas present or gift or birthday gift or whatever. So it's really important to be intentional. Otherwise, you might just spend and give to one person that don't really need it more than the person who actually need it. So that's my answer to that question. So if you really, those of you who want to have a proper budget, who want to look into your budgeting, improve your budgeting skills, It's something that I've been learning for a while now, for so many years. So I think I'm work in progress. I've learned some tips and tricks along the way, which I think I can share in future videos. So those of you, if you think are interested in video like that, please leave a comment for me in the comment section so I can do that video as soon as possible. Right, this is where we are now. So I just want to say the reason why, the pros and cons of having that video, of having the budget. I've just kind of summarized it. But there are people who definitely, I think a good percentage of us do have people back home that that is a necessity that you have to give to them. For example, if you still have your parents back home, or even if you have your parents living in the same country as you are not even an immigrant, or you are even in Nigeria, in Africa, you still have your parents living with you. It's biblical to look after your parents, and I know it's just human nature to be able to look after your parents. I know there are some people who their parents have more than them, they give to them. But there must still be some people in your family or friendship circle who definitely have less than you have. So for out of gratitude, I think you should still do the little you can to support those people. But obviously, I know where this person is coming from to ask this question. There are just people who feel entitled, who have this sense of entitlement. Some of them might even have more than you, but they still believe because you are abroad, you should give them money. This is why budgeting is important. This is why you have to, if you do it intentionally, you're not going to fall into that trap. This is the more reason why it should be intentional, so that you don't give to people's wants, you only give to people's needs. And even if it's not direct your friends and family members, there are always good causes out there. There are charitable organizations who are doing a lot of good causes. If you are looking for one, I can point you to a lot of them. We have a charity back home where we are really, really going to the grassroots to provide a small business loan to families, very, very deprived families. So yes, you'll be giving to a good cause if you want to give to. If you don't have any person that is in need to give to, come contact me. Right. So yeah, that's that one. So what are the pros and cons? I've covered that video. I kind of cover it briefly. Why you need to, the pros and cons of having budget, of having a budget to give to use to support charitable organizations or a friends and family network, and all the other people that you might come across that you might want to give to on a regular basis, if not even on a monthly basis. Right, now I'm just going to mention a few people that should be under your list, that should be on your intentional list, either on a monthly basis or on a regular basis. For example, your mom and dad. If your mom and dad are no longer there, who is now the head of your family? You know, these are very important. They are not the representative father figure you have in Nigeria or in Africa. Then your siblings, if you still have your siblings, there could be some, either your siblings or their children who actually need empowering. So if you are giving to these people, be intentional. I mean, at least like your nephews or nieces, work alongside them and make sure they're actually empowering them. You are not just giving them fish to eat for one day. You are teaching them to fish. So this is why if you have a good budget, for example, if somebody have a project that will cost you about £100 or €100 or $100 or $200 to $300 or euro or pounds, so you're able to kind of budget it monthly. Probably I'm putting 50 towards it gradually, and be able to tell that person I'm working towards it. Or probably you might not even need to tell the person if you feel it will not be to the person in the person's best interest, and just put it together. Probably if you do that in a couple of months, in 6 months time, put that your whatever £50 is, so your budget is, you can put that aside and be able to put that money to either help the person to start a good business or do something tangible, or even to help to pay somebody's school fees, you know. So yeah, it could also be some of your old school mates. You know, there are really people like those of us who are old school, who did our secondary school back home. We still have links with those people. It could even be your old school. There are, you know how schools are not well taken care of in Nigeria. My old school association, we came together and we donated money. We put money together to go and help with some project that was really, really important, essential to our old secondary school. So those are areas you could help. There could be in your community, there could be your family, there could be some good causes that are going on that you can contribute to. So the list is endless. And come to think of this part of the world you actually live in, there are always birthdays popping up, baby shower popping up, and other things that are popping up here and there. Even your parents, even if they have more than you still want to give them a gift for Mother's Day or Father's Day, or probably their birthdays. You know, there are areas where you still have to bless them or give them something tangible. So for you to actually have to be intentional about all of this, and not just at the end of the month, probably that particular month is, there are some of us where family members' birthday are congregated into one particular month where you have to spend so much on that particular month. But if you budget intentionally and you start putting that money aside on what they call the sinking fund, so you will still be able to use it, and it should not be a big burden to you where you have 6 or more, 2 or more birthday in 1 month, another month you don't have any birthday to buy present to. Or you could even decide to go on a trip with these people, or just treat them in one way or the other. Or sometimes you want to I know somehow you have a budget for different. You could choose to go out, take somebody out for a meal if that's what will make them feel good. You know, there are ways of spending this money on these people without having a budget for friends and family. It's not necessarily just to spend on people who feel that, oh, they are entitled. So there are so many other people who look widely and think widely, and it's a way of showing gratitude for what we have. So on that note, I will say thank you very much for listening to me, and please subscribe to my channel. You know, it's very important. We need to grow this channel, and leave me comments and give this video a like. Please give it thumbs up. And on that note, I will say see you in my next video.